Hey you guys, welcome back. Today I would like to do a little bit of an update on this Phalaenopsis. I forget what it's called. Something dragon something. Flowers beautiful. I love them. Don't know what exactly it's called, but they're really pretty. And if you saw the planting video of this, actually maybe I'll try doing a card for the first time. Let's do a card up in the top portion here, and you could watch the mounting video of this if you hadn't seen it already. Anyway, with this Phalaenopsis, I did have it sitting just randomly on a shelf on my dresser for months, all season long. I got it in the spring from eBay. It looked beautiful. Then in the fall, actually only a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I planted it on this Kool-Log. And since I planted it on the Kool-Log, the leaf is not nearly as distressed, as wrinkly, as limp as it was. That's the word I was looking for. And it looks like the new leaf here. Let me see. Can you see the new leaf? The new leaf is bigger than it was before. And I don't notice any new growth yet on the roots, but the roots here are showing to be a little bit more green than they used to be. The trick with this one here, from what I hear, a lot of people are having problems with Kool-Logs because it stays too wet and things tend to die because it gets waterlogged. And the Kool-Log is more of a tool. Because the reservoir is there, doesn't mean that the reservoir has to stay full all the time. With certain plants, you might want to have a dry period between waterings, just so that like if it was like a Cattleya type orchid, they require a little bit of a dry period between waterings in a pot. If you grow it on a Kool-Log and it stays wet all the time, that doesn't seem right. So just monitor the orchid's growth, the plant's growth, whether it's orchid or whether it's something else, another epiphyte plant perhaps, and cater your watering to the plant involved. I think that I will have success with this because I'm watching when the moss becomes dry, I will give more water to the Kool-Log, and then it'll work its way through, and I'll see that the moss has become dampened. And then the roots will become green and hydrated, which is more than they ever looked when they were on my dresser. And that's what I want to see. I want to see that it has a dry down between, and then they get moistened, and they'll be happy. I thought that I would see growth. I think it's been a few weeks. I thought that I would see root development, but I don't see any yet, and I will let you know when I do see some. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update on Kool-Log, and I'm seeing, like I said, I'm seeing a lot of posts from people that are concerned or giving negative responses to Kool-Logs. I think it's because they're just constantly keeping them full of water, and not every orchid wants to be full of water all the time. They don't want to be wet all the time. Things like Bulbophyllum, they really like to be watered a lot. Say Masdevallia or a Dracula, or I don't know, there's a variety of other ones that like to be wet all the time. Maybe a Paphiopedilum or a Frag, maybe those ones would like to be on a Kool-Log and for the water to constantly be replenished in the reservoir. But many orchids really like a dry down period. Orchids seem to thrive on a little bit of neglect. And the Kool-Logs tend to care a little bit too much. So anyway, keep that in mind when you're using your Kool-Logs, or even if you're using a terracotta pot and you're mounting it to the side of a terracotta pot that doesn't have a drainage hole in the bottom. Same idea, just a ceramic cylinder or a clay cylinder would work the same way. So just keep that in mind, and yeah, good luck with all of your growing that you're doing. And give me some updates. Maybe you're using a Kool-Log or something similar, and let me know what your tricks or tips to success are. Am I far off by saying maybe just let it go dry for a little while between waterings? Or maybe you're finding that just keep it half full. I don't know. Maybe you have something useful to contribute to this and help somebody else out. So anyway, join us on the Plants and Things What's Growing page. Please post photos of your Kool-Logs and what you're growing on your Kool-Logs, and whether you're having success or whether you're not having success. Maybe we can all work together and try to make this work better for us. Also, the regular Plants and Things page, where you can come in and message me directly. Always a good time. I try to message you back as soon as possible, but sometimes it takes up to a week before me responding, but that's only because I have a full-time job. Plants are just a hobby and an addiction, and yeah. Anyway, I'm talking your ear off. Happy growing, everyone, and show me what you're growing. So anyway, today I wanted to show you the Monniera Millennium Magic Witchcraft. Look at that! We are in bud. We're not in bloom. In the next couple of weeks, we will be in bloom. I